once again shown an increase in number of positive cases. Now also cases are going on increasing. The incubation period is found to be 14 days. The common symptoms are high fever, cough, lung infection, pneumonia, dry throat. Ayurvedically, it affects prana and udana and rasa. In some cases, it produces renal damage and irregular heart rhythm. So at that stage, ventilators and respirators are needed. Now the question is, how long can self-isolation be a solution? When should the physician start to see the patients? What happens to life sustenance? Shouldn't we seek to identify the patients? Just is it enough to check the fever alone by using a ultra-red thermometer? These questions are raised. Coronavirus is a threatening one. You have been told again and again, wearing a mask is mandatory, washing the hands thoroughly, clean disposal of mask. We have witnessed plague, even in Sushruta Samhita, there is reference about plague. Smallpox, Masurika, there is reference. It is very interesting to see that we give name to a different epidemic, pandemic diseases. In very old text, Sushruta talks about this, not about this virus, but the spreading. Prasangadi, Gatra Samsparshadi, Nishwasa, Sagabhojanat, Sakasai Syasanath Sapi, Vastramalyan Leganat, Pushtam Jaram Chasosham Chanetra Vishandi Evajay, Aupasarki Garogasya, Sankramandi Naranarain. A good hygiene, prevention from cough, cold, and sneezing, protecting others and protecting yourself. Refraining away from wild animals, pet animals, etc. Washing the hand before and after the meals. This is called Janapadodamsam. Janam, the people as a whole, in a village, in a community, in a country, get affected. Sankramanti naran naren. It spreads from one person to another. Aupasarkiga rogascha. It is a spreading communicable disease. According to Sushruta, prasangadi, sexual contacts. Gatra samsparshad, touching. Nishwasad, breathing. Sahabhojanad, eating unhygienic food with the afflicted persons. Sakasayad, that is the using bed and pillow, bed cover of the infected. Sakasanad, using the seat in train, bus. That time bus and train were not there. Probably general sitting arrangements. Gandham, using fragrances, clothes, etc. So this has been in Ayurvedic classics. Juram is talked elaborately. Juram means not only fever. Many diseases are brought under the umbrella of the word Jura. Jura is a common term for all diseases. So I ask all the students to study the Jura thoroughly, which is a very big chapter in the Samhitas. Everything depends. to sustain the Arogyam, we do the treatment. So today in Ayush, every doctor, every college has made an attempt to understand the disease, developed hypotheses and a prophylactic protocol. Many people have contributed. Many Vaidyas have written their views. They have written this based on fundamental principles of Indian medicine called Tridosha. So how can we address the case? As an Ayurvedic physician, what do I do? So we divide it into 5 categories. COVID negative cases, quarantined patients due to contact, positive contact, people with mild symptom, patients after recovery, infection exposed individuals like community service providers, police personnel, utility vendors, staffs. So the acute severe case where ventilators are needed, we are not intervening. So we are doing prevention, we are boosting the immunity, we are managing the mild to moderate cases, we are protecting the people who are exposed. So first we will talk about general health lifestyle management to be followed by everybody before we go to the topic. General rules for health which must be followed every day and which must be followed now also. In Indian medicine concept, health depends on the central fire called Agni. There are 5 Mahabhutas: Akasha, Vayu, Vayo, Agni, Agnera, Bhava, Pradhivi, Tasmad, Voshadayaha. So Agni is the central element present in the body. Angi yade urdhvam gachadi iti Agni. Agni takes you upwards. Here Akasham is polluted. Eat the ozone layer, they say there is a hole. Vayu is polluted because airborne diseases are there. Water is polluted, waterborne diseases. Earth is polluted, they put fertilizers and pesticides and you get cancers, carcinomas. Fire is not polluted. In Bogi, we put all unwanted materials into the fire, fire burns everything. Unnecessary snacking at all times of the day and night. Fried food is best avoided. You should eat only when you are hungry. Eating dry fruits, almonds and fruits are suggested. Diabetic patients, hypertensive patients, cardiac patients, they have comorbidity, so their risk is high. Diabetic patients should avoid fruit juices. Those who are having sugar less than 200 milligram per deciliter can take 1 banana a day. It is important to give importance to digestion and the food you take. Modern medicine handles the situation very well, but they don't give importance to digestion, metabolism and the type of food to be taken. Kanji, Yavagu, gruels should be given, but the diabetic person should not take kanji as it increases sugar. For diabetic persons, papaya, guava, pomegranate, apple, pear can be taken in moderation. Reducing the quantity of food by quarter is recommended. Vegetarianism should be followed and eating non-vegetarian food at night should be avoided. Even though sex, wine and non-vegetarianism are not prohibited in Ayurveda, they are restricted and regulated. You should finish your meal by 7 to 7:30 p.m. You should add ginger in the food as it maintains the Agni. Chukku, Melagi, Tippali, so many Indian kitchen items are there. Samagni, Sante Agno Miriyade Siranjivitva Anamayaga. Rogisyad vigrade moolam tasmad agnim niruchade. The immunity of a person, the capability to resist a disease and an infection depends on Agni. Agni is the central theme. Veda chutney of amla and ginger is beneficial. Green gram, pachai pairi has to be sufficiently added. Ulundu, black gram is avoided as it has got a blocking tendency. Black gram, curd, sesame seeds, fish is not advisable or in moderation. Pickles and oily food should be less. We should concentrate on Rajasahara and Tamasahara also. Sattvic diet is better. Ayurveda talks about Toya Kalpana, processing the water with ginger, coriander seeds, tulasi, and ajamoda, turmeric. It should be taken instead of water. The water should be warm because we interpret it as a Vada Kapha Jwara or Kapha Vada Jwara. So the both are cold energies. So the medicine should be warm. Moreover, lungs, sinus area, throat belong to the seat of Kapha. So it should be warm in nature. Coffee and tea should be in moderation. Ginger coffee, Sukku coffee is recommended. It is carminative. Coriander coffee, tulasi coffees are beneficial. Once there is normal Agni, cow's milk can be taken. Milk with dry ginger and turmeric powder are recommended. Ministry of Ayush names this as golden milk. Once you, instead of curd, you should take buttermilk with Ashtachurnam, both as a drink and as a food. So in Indian culture, we take rice, paruppu, nei in the first. That will reduce Vada Pitta. Then Rasam and Puliseri comes in the middle. That is for Pitta. Buttermilk comes in the end. That is for Kapha. This is the order. This order cannot be changed. This is a heritage. Whether you belong to any religion, this order is being followed because there is a rich heritage in that this is given to us by our rishis and ancestors. Refrigerated cold water must be avoided to prevent throat pain. Then Ayurveda talks about 3 pillars of life. Aharam, Nidra, Brahmacharyam. That is Abrahmacharyam. Aharam, food, Nidra, sleep, and regulated family life. So sleep is very important. Vada Prakriti should sleep more. Pitta Prakriti should sleep in moderation. Kapha Prakriti should sleep in less time. And sleeping during daytime is generally contraindicated, but in summer it is advised. Application of Nasyam, nasal application of medicine to clear the sinus using Anudela, sesame oil, ghee are advised as prophylactic measure. But somebody is having cough, cold, fever, throat pain during menstrual cycle and during rainy season, Nasyam is contraindicated. 20 minutes minimum exercise is a must for everybody. Fumigation of the room and surroundings with Aparajita Dhumam, Palingit Samprani, Samprani, Guggulu, Vacha, Sarjarasam. So many medicines are there in every tradition that cleanse the environment and destroy the germs. Following daily. Now, what is the preventive management? If you are healthy, you want to prevent this. Whatever I have told, you can follow. That is step 1. Following Dinacharya and Rudacharya. Daily routine, seasonal routine. Then gargling. Gargling with triphala, turmeric, etc. can be done. Gargling with ginger, karpuravalli, or with salt. Very effective in prevention. It's very effective. We have a medicine called Saptachadadi Kashayam and Triphala, where we give. Ayurvedically, suppose the man is exposed to a person who is having a contact, then we will give certain medicines called Indugandham Kashayam, Kushmandalehiam, etc. We will talk about it at the end because they are highly medical perspective. Usually, snanam, bathing, is avoided during acute phase of an illness. Once you recover after a few days, once you fit for this snana, once the adikyam of kapha is reduced, you can apply bala, ashwagandha lakshadi, tegarajam, nirgunditailam for prevention. Then apply rasanadi churnam on the head, avoiding head for 14 days from the recovery at bath. Self-isolation, already everybody knows. Post-recovery management, somebody recovers. Once they come to Ayurveda, we give a kashayam called Yela Kanadi Kashayam with Jiraga Churnam, 3 grams. If the person is non-diabetic, we add honey, pala of honey is added. Then Dasamula Gadatrayam, Indugandam, Vyagradi, Patyakustumbaradi, Kashayam are given based on physician's supervision. Then, in order to prevent the disease to reoccur, Roganam Apunar Bhave, we give rasayanas, Kushmanda Rasayanam, Agastya Rasayanam, Shavana Prasa Legium, Tippali Legium, Induganda Gridam, Shatpala Gridam. Any one is selected based on the predominance of Vada Pitta Kapha by an intelligent, experienced physician. Then these are the things common. So somebody is having prevention alone, they can take Shavana Prasam. Shavana is name of the Rishi. Prasam means to eat. He took that as a food. So it is called Shavana Prasam. It is called Bhargava Rasayana. It contains 500 Nellikai, Amalaki, in one yoga. It contains ghee and sesame oil. It prevents upper respiratory infection. It is an immunomodulatory drug. You can take Trigadu, Sukku Melagi Tippali along with that. They correct the digestion in the stomach and reduce Vada Pitta Kapha and improves cutaneous circulation and improves bioavailability. So individuals with good appetite after taking this, take ghee. Ghee, Ayushyam Gridam, Gridam Bitva Madhujar Gavyam. So Gridam, Shatphala Gridam, Gridam processed with spicy drugs is called Shatphala Gridam, that can be taken. So medicine management of infected people with cough. So people come with cough and cold and they have a fear. So they can take Talisadi Churnam, Kasturi Gudiga, Gorojanadi Gudiga, Vasarishtam, based on the guidance of a doctor. Then diabetic patients should be careful. Monitoring sugar regularly is recommended. Keep fasting below 110, postprandial below 150, night before sleep should be less than 140. Diabetic patients are advised to reduce rice. According to Ayurveda, Shali is Kleda Vardhanam. Goduma is Thairya Vardhanam. It improves compactness. Wheat and ragi are alternatively used. Lentils are used by diabetic person. Diabetic person can use amla powder, turmeric powder, boil in water and drink that. This helps to control the sugar. Fenugreek can be taken in limited quantity. Triphala can be taken by obese diabetic person every day. It is an antioxidant. It is also a rasayana and it will produce good laxative effect. There are certain medicines for diabetes. If you are diabetic, diabetes should be controlled by taking proper Ayurvedic medicine or Siddha medicine or modern medicine. It is your choice. Then hypertension, I will advise modern medicine should be continued. For hypertension, modern medicine should not be stopped and they should practice meditation and reduce spicy, oily heavy foods and salt to maintain the BP, because they are all comorbidity factors. People with cancer, if they are having a risk factor for corona, we have done a lot of studies in Brahma Rasayana in relation to neoplasm. Brahma Rasayana can be taken in a non-diabetic carcinogenic person 2 times a day, and it will help to boost the immunity. So the throat pain, we have lot of kashayas made up of haridaki, kadukkai, kottamalli, vachanamrudam, kantakari, siridekku, sindil, and shadanga vaniyam. Sometimes the picture will mimic like pitta. If it is pitta, you should go for adadodai, sindil, adimaduram, like that of drugs, based on seeing the patient's condition and prakriti. In general, it looks like kaphavada or vada kapha in nature. Then Sudarsana Vadi, 50% of Sudarsana Vadi contains Nilavendu. So it must be given for prevention of fevers. Then Vilvari Guliga, it will correct the ajirna, and it is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal property. Our Shastra says Vishagaram, Krimigram. The word Vishagaram and Krimigram, the virus and all are krimis. They are Buddhas, and they must be considered as Visha also. Then Vettumaran Guliga for fever can be given. Then lot of medicines we have given choices. There is no need to follow one medicine or two medicine for all prakritis. So we have got lot of choices based on the need, based on the clinical condition. The doctor can select the medicine and give. But when it comes to research, most useful medicine is taken into consideration, and that is studied. Because in a random sampling, assessing prakriti for every person and giving different of medicines is not possible. So we are doing more vyadi pratyaniga chikitsa. So mukkaduvadi gudiga, vilvadi gudiga, balajiragadi, all these things. Ayurveda talks again and again to correct the Agni, digestive power, and to correct the bowel movement, koshtam. Agni and koshtam are very important. Then only your immunity will increase. If there is fever, there is a medicine. If there is fever with constipation, there is a medicine. If pitta is predominant, there is a medicine. If it is vada kapha, there is a medicine. If there is intermittent fever, siridek is ideally used. So like that, you can keep tanika in the mouth. You can keep adimaduram in the mouth as lozenges, and that will protect the throat. It will soothe the throat. If there is pharyngitis, gargling will help. So confusion may come for a doctor to find what dosha is predominant. By clinical experience and based on the symptomatology, we can find in what stage they are. If they are healthy person, follow the daily routine, seasonal routine, diet conscious. If you are exposed to somebody, correct your Agni, take a Rasayana. If you are having mild symptoms like cough, you take Talisadi, etc. If you have mild fever, you take Sudarsana Vadi. If you have indigestion, take Vilvadi Guliga, based on the Avastha. Then to prevent the disease to reoccur again in a person who has gone through this, we give Savanaprasan, Indugandha Gridam, etc. So like this, we have to follow this. If somebody who is isolated and he is not having any symptoms or any exposure, a mala suddhi can be done with avipati churna, and evening rasamjadam, kanchi can be given. So there are adadodai, sindil, adimaduram, manjal, all these things are Kidanelli, are for pitta predominancy. Some people approach this. This is traditional Shastric way of approach. Some doctors are there. They think antiviral properties of certain herbs. They tell Kidanelli is having antiviral property. Sindil is having antiviral property. That is another style of approach. We have to respect that style also. Avastha Visesham. Avastha in a disease. So many avasthas, say Ramavastha, Vasyamana-avastha, Pakva-avastha and all. The doctor will decide. In northern India, the style of medicines are different. They give metallic medicines like Mrityunjaya Rasa, Swasa Sintamani and all. And now we will talk about Indugandham Kashayam, which is given in Kerala. It is an immunomodulatory drug. It contains Desamulam and Panchakolam, and it corrects the Agni. It works on prana level, udana level, and it is immunomodulatory. It corrects Kapham, Vadam, and Shida Guna. It corrects Agni also. So, Vyagradi Kashayam, all these medicines are there. Then there is another simple medicine, Guduji, Haridagi, Shundi. That is Sindil, Kadukkai, Sukku. This is a simple medicine, very cost-effective medicine. This is given for Sarva Jwaram, all Sannivada Jwara, Mukkutram, Thanal Varuginra Anaitthu Jwarangalukkum idu nallathu. Idu Sindil, Mukkutrathai in Tridoshas, it will reduce. Haridagi will remove constipation and produce Koshta Suddhi. Shundi, Sukku will correct the digestion. This is a simple medicine. So, Darunakaradi, Shastra, so many medicines are there. Then Agastya Rasayanam, which contains Kadukkai, 100 Kadukkais are there. 2 Kadukkai is taken along with the Lehia, 25 grams, and taken, and milk or warm water is taken after that. This is also given in Kerala. When Vada Kapha predominate, Agastya Rasayanam is given. When Vada Pitta predominate, Kushmandam is given. Chavanaprasam already I told. Then the water should be medicated always, and you should drink the medicated water. Then there are certain food in order to prevent nausea and reflux. Nelpori Kanji, Laja Payam is indicated. Then Kollu and Sirvarupu, Yusham, Kanji, lot of Yavagus can be added in Jwara Chikitsa, in the chapter of Jwara. Lot of Kanji are there, the Kanjis can be given. Then Navanga Yusham, another gruel, another Yavagu, which contains 9 items can be given. Then Omam, Jiragam Kanji, that can be given. Ragi Kanji, that is given. Wheat is given for diabetic person. Siruvayar Kanji and Aingaya Pudi, Brigadi Pala, Kakamachi, Manatakali, you make with perungayam, salt, buttermilk. It is a more kanji, and this takra yavagu, this will correct the agni in the body. These things are available in the house kitchen. These can be easily prepared. Again and again I tell, diet is very important. Lagu ahara, it must be lagu, easily digestible, nutritious. So it should be capable of eliminating mudra and mala from the body. So this has to be given. In Kerala, kanji is very important. In matta rice, they give kanji with sirubarupu togail, with sutta pappadam. And with these medicines, with this approach, we can handle this case very successfully, except in very severe, very oxygen saturation is very less. There is acute respiratory distress syndrome. All these things are there. We have problem in handling. Other than that, Ayurveda and Siddha has got great role in improving the immunity, in prevention, in protecting the people, and post viral sequelae convalescence also, we have got lot of medicines to offer, to prove to the world that they are really effective. Namaskar.